Tang's math. Tang and Yuxiu's master and disciple relationship is incidental, but they're still primarily friends. Tang has already begun to bring Yuxiu to her home. Tang's home is near the state-run rice mill. Walked to the back of the state-run rice mill yard, Yuxiu finally saw the tin chimney above the engine room. It turned out that the sound of the steam engine was from this chimney out every night. With every puff of smoke from the chimney, the steam engine makes a tom-tom sound. Into the home, Tang was extraordinarily enthusiastic, leading Yuxiu to look around. Tang especially took Yuxiu into the bedroom, highlighting the Red Light brand transistor radio, Butterfly brand sewing machine, and 555 brand alarm clock, all of which are popular Shanghai brand names. These things are the symbols of a well-off family and perhaps also a status symbol. Yuxiu can't read or understand these. Tang couldn't pick out anything, but felt like casting pearls before swine. However, this did not affect Tang's enthusiasm. Tang generally did not sit and talk to Yuxiu in the hall, but in the bedroom, the two sitting on the edge of the bed, whispering and chatting randomly. Yuxiu also felt that their relationship developed quite quickly, not like ordinary friends already, but had the meaning of friendship without ears. Tang even said bad things about her man and son in front of Yuxiu. Yuxiu, of course, was socially aware. At such time, she did not agree with Tang, but on the contrary, defended and said a few good words for Tang's man and Tang's son. Tang was pleased and sighed with extreme chagrin. Hey, you don't know them. In fact, it was all so far removed from the truth because Yuxiu had never even met them in person. That afternoon, Yuxiu finally met Tang's son at Tang's house. Yuxiu was taken aback. Tang's son is actually a big guy, a head taller than Yuxiu, very robust, but has a kind of shyness disproportionate to the physique. Tang always said little way in front of Yuxiu. Yuxiu thought Little Wei was a middle school student. He was already a worker at a state-run rice mill, and he was also a member of the basic militia. This is Yuxiu. Yuxiu noticed that when Tang said this, she was no longer the Tang in the organization, but was very family-oriented and dignified. Tang then returned to her original tone and said to Yuxiu, "This is my dumb son." Tang's change in tone made Yuxiu feel a little awkward, as if Yuxiu was really in the same generation as her and had become Gao Wei's elder. Yuxiu had a burst of panic, but finally was not in shock, and said, "Auntie, what are you talking about? He's not Dao." Tang took over the words of Yuxiu and said to Gao Wei, "Little Wei, Yuxiu said a lot of good words for you." It's okay if she didn't say it, but when Tang said it, Yuxiu was really speechless. Gao Wei was obviously afraid of the girls and was so rushed that his face was suffocating red, and he dared not to leave. And Yuxiu's face was also red. Yuxiu lowered her head and thought in her heart, Tang at home is certainly not the appearance as in the authorities. Certainly not letting go of either big things or small things. Decisive, as her son was disciplined by her into this kind of appearance. This side of Tang gave Yuxiu a completely new impression. Although Tang acted smartly and did not fall into traces, Yuxiu still saw that Tang had the intention to match up with her and Gao Wei. Yuxiu was still there to be smart and wanted to secretly learn Tang's abacus craft. In fact, Tang's net is wider and has already put Yuxiu into it completely. The one who got into the trap from the beginning was now Tang, but Yuxiu herself. Yuxiu thought, in the end, she was the town person. Gao Wei's appearance is still reasonable. The key is that he is a worker, and being set up with a young man like Gao Yuxiu can't wait actually. Of course, she is also worthy. However, Yuxiu knows that she has after all been slept with by men and has the most fatal shortcomings. Auntie Tang does not know anything now. If she knows it in the future and returns to the marriage, her face will be a big loss. Thinking about it, Yuxiu suddenly had a burst of cold. Yuxiu thought, "You're already this age. Inevitably, someone will be for you to run marriage matters. It's troublesome." Yuxiu could not help but panic and was in a moment of trance. Yuxiu didn't sleep well all night. It was late at night, and the night in Broken Bridge Town was as quiet as a very deep well, really bottomless. Thus, the sound of the steam engine of the state-run rice mill stood out. The steam engine is not like a diesel engine. The sound is not coherent, but like hammers, there were sharp gaps in the middle. Tom and Tom again. Yuxiu usually quite likes the sound because the distance is relatively far, not disturbing, and when sleeping in the days, on the contrary, it is a companion with a hypnotic effect so that she sleeps more peacefully and more solid. But this night was different. The sound of the steam engine was constantly in her ears, hammering her ears. Yuxiu thought it was better to tell Tang all the truth about herself, otherwise tucked away which day would be the end. On second thought, Yuxiu cursed herself. Once she told the truth, everything would be over for her. Not only would things be ruined, but she would also be giving someone else an advantage for nothing. She can't be like that. This bitterness Yuxiu has learned in one village. Besides, Auntie Tan just has this meaning. She did not put the words clearly. What are you coquettish for? As soon as Yuxiu got up, she was burned out very much. So made up her mind, intending to never go to the accounting office again. Yuxiu thought this was not proper, as she still had to go. Tang just revealed this meaning and did not formally put it forward to her. If she quit first, meaning that she knew, isn't that beating yourself up? That's not good. Once the matter is pushed to the open, she can neither go forward nor back. It's more difficult to deal with. It is better to pretend to be confused, Yuxiu thought. Based on her current situation, how dare she have that kind of heart? She doesn't deserve him. Who would want to chew the sugar cane that has been chewed? Until this time, Yuxiu had the most sober understanding of herself. As a girl, she was already very worthless. This merciless fact makes Yuxiu sadder than self-inflicted inferiority. Yuxiu despairs for herself. This miserable can be said to cry with no tears. Yuxiu turned her head and said to herself, "Don't think about it.